Good morning, students. Hoping you all are fine, and please keep yourself safe also. Still, we are in the condition of corona, so make yourself safe from outside because the peoples are very careless now these days, and you must have to be careful about yours. So, without wasting much of our time, let us start our today's class with the same chapter. The chapter name is function, and in the function, we are going to have the different topics. The first one is function prototype. Second one is function signature. Then the third one is use of void, and the last one how we can access a function. First one, function prototype. The first line of the function. The first line of the function is known as function prototype. Am I right, boys and girls? The first line of the function definition is the prototype, is known in the program, is known as function prototype. Like if we write the first line in the function prototype, the first line in the function prototype of the function, या इसको बोल सकते हैं the first line of the function definition is the prototype of the function. If I say the example, it should be int execute int name or public static void main public static void. After function we don't have to use termination sign because in function termination sign is not required. So function prototype is what? It is the first line of the function definition. Clear? Next, function signature. Whenever we are going to have, suppose here double max double a. Now this is what? This is my function signature of the function. Function signature means anything which has been passed in the brackets of a function as arguments is known as function signature. Now the next one is use of void. See, here I have used int, here I have used double, here I have used void. There are different uses of these particular keywords. These all are known as return type of a function. Return type means what type of value we are going to have, or what type of value a compiler is going to be returned to us. That has been decided by these keywords, these return types. If there is int, that means integer value will be returned. If double, then fractional value. If void, that means it is a value which does not return anything, or we can say it returns 0. So this is the use of void. Whenever we are using void in our program, it tells us that a program not going to return anything in the program. Okay. So this is the use of void. So void doesn't return anything. That's why we are using most of the time void, because if we are sure about that what we are going to have to be returned in the program, then in that case we are using that particular data type. But if we are not sure, so in that case we will use void. Clear? Okay. Next. Next is how we can access a function. Accessing a function. How to make a program of function and how to access a function. So let us know about it. Here I am going to make a small program accessing a function is my heading. There is no need to make this program because I told you in my live class that how to access a function. But still I want to tell you in the live video class, in the video class also, that how to access a program. Suppose you want your program is class ABC. This is your program, class ABC. In that you are going to find out the complete static void add. Add is your what? Add is your function name. Add is your function name. Then after that, in this you can pass two arguments in A comma in B, because in this only you will store your you will take value as input. Then into C is equals to A plus B. And C equals to A plus B. So when the value will come over here, then C will be going to add this value. Okay, C will add this value. Clear to everyone? Then after that, system dot out dot print and then add plus C. So this is my first function. Now second function will make in the program public, or we can I can directly write PS here, public static void. Okay. Then after that, inside I will assign in x equals to 10, y equals to 20. Okay. You can give values over here also, and inside you can call the function. So here now in x equals to 10 and y equals to 20. Now what is the name of the function? The name of the function is add. Then after that pass the values x comma y. Now it will call this function add one. And after add one, whatever values over here, it will be passed on over here. Then it will add my numbers, and afterwards we'll get the result of this. So this is the way we can access a program or we can execute a program. Okay everyone? In this way we can write our function programming and we can access our function programming. So you are going to make this program as much as possible, because we are going to have this chapter in your half yearly exam. So practice more and more. In live classes we are practicing many programs regarding this. I will tell you more programs according to the situation. Okay, so till then, goodbye, have a nice day, keep yourself safe. Thank you very much.